Hi all, welcome to another video. This is a Dell Inspiron 3670 pre-built. Now it's in a very small tower case, so it's ideal for small office space, and I've upgraded it. So the spec is an i3 8100 CPU, which is socket 1151, and that is actually compatible with Windows 11. And it's got 16 gig of RAM. It's got an optical drive. It's got a GTX 1050, not a TI. So it's only got 2 gig of VRAM. It's got an SSD and a hard drive. And I've also replaced the power supply. The only adapter cable I needed was for the main motherboard connection, which is 8-pin. So I've got an adapter, so the power supply is 24-pin slots into an adapter, and all is working well. So front of the case got USB ports. It's also got a slot for a card reader, and it's got headphone and microphones ports. So what I'll do is I'll move around the side. So looking at the side, it's got a couple of vents, and I'll move around the back. So top to bottom, it's got the usual headphone and microphone ports and motherboard connections. Now, it didn't have an exhaust fan, so I've fitted a small exhaust fan on this PC. And going down further is the graphics card, and then the power supply vent. Now, the power supply would only fit in with the intake fan facing downwards, and there's no vent on the bottom. It should be all right for cooling purposes. I've monitored this for a few hours without any problems. So the only other fan, there's no intake fan, the only other fan is the CPU fan, but that system, to be honest, is not going to be pulling too much power, I don't think. So what I'll do is I'll get the side off so you can have a look at the inside. So that's the side off, and you can see that CPU has got an unusual cone for the heat. Not sure if it's doing any good, but it's there. And then to the left of that is the exhaust fan, and to the right of that is the SSD drive. Right at the bottom right is the hard drive. Bottom left is the power supply. Cable management is reasonable, but there's no way to get that rear panel off to feed cables through. So as you can see, it looks a bit messy, but there are a bit of cable ties, and it should be okay. So if you've got any questions about this build, just drop me a comment. I can't actually bench test because it's promised to a customer, so feel free to comment. Thanks for watching.